on, beautiful people, and welcome back to Peace, Love, Happiness 101. And today we have another phenomenal video for you guys. I don't really talk about celebrities or any relationship that has to do with anything in the spotlight. But as you already know, Cardi B have actually filed for divorce from Offset. And you know there's been a regular pattern when it comes to cheating. So today I decided to talk about it a little bit. Not that I'm really into any celebrity lifestyle. It's just that I feel like there's a lesson that needs to be taught that a lot of people are not really paying attention to. The first thing I want to talk about is that I think people should give Cardi B a little bit more props for doing something that a lot of women are not willing to do. Is to break a pattern, because at the end of the day you already know that they have a daughter together, and the worst thing you want to do is to give your daughter a version of you that you maybe didn't like at the time that you were doing it. I guess what I'm trying to say is by her breaking the relationship now is the best way to show her daughter that she doesn't have to stay in a relationship that's not faithful, a relationship that's not respectful as the one she is. So the daughter might not know exactly what's going on now, but maybe in the future, since they were in the spotlight or they are in the spotlight, she'll understand that her dad used to have the cheating pattern and her mom decided to leave. And that's part of the woman empowerment and all that. So I definitely want to give props to Cardi B for that, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of women that are okay with a guy cheating just because, I don't know, social status or whatever is providing to the family, to the point where she has or she wants or she give herself the chance to not even think about why the guy is doing it. They decided to stay regardless of what. So props to Cardi B for setting up a better example to her daughter. The second thing I want to talk about is about the stuff that I've been seeing online. From the time that the news dropped from TMZ, I think, I've seen a lot of women go after men saying that that's the reason why I don't settle for anybody. That's the reason why for this. The first thing I want to say is, let me tell you ladies, that kind of men that you seeing in the news and all the spotlight, that's probably what, 5% of most men. I'm gonna tell you that. A lot of us basically worry about our family. A lot of us worry about our jobs. A lot of us worry about things that are really important. Not every man go out there and then cheat. That's the first thing. At the end of the day, life is already difficult. And for you to be cheating, that requires money. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So not everybody are out there cheating or doing what they're not supposed to do. Just because Duke did it, at the end of the day, you can understand that Offset already have a pattern. He's had a bunch of kids and he's probably done the cheating thing probably 1,000 times. So the reality is quite simple. Instead of blaming every man from the action of one type of guy, it's best for you to really know what type of man you're gonna let in your life. Because at the end of the day, not everybody gonna come in and cheat. Not everybody gonna come in and disrespect you. Not everybody gonna come in and take advantage of your time. Not everybody gonna come in and do things to you that's basically gonna give you mental baggage. We are not the same. Not every man is gonna do the same thing that is going on right now in the spotlight between Offset and Cardi B. So this is something that I feel like somebody needed to say something about it, because between Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything I've seen is men are dogs. And don't get me wrong, Offset, for whatever reason you decided to cheat on Cardi, this is basically between you and your wife, whatever the situation is. I definitely wish that you guys could work it out, because there's a kid in the mix. But if you can't, do not do things for women to think that every man are the same. Offset is, I don't know, he has his own thing going on, and we have our own thing going on here on the other side. You know what I mean? So not all men are the same. Don't automatically think just because he did this, that's the mentality coming from every guy. Don't think that every man are the same. This is the second thing that I really wanted to put out there, because I've seen a little bit too much about that same thing. The third thing, which is basically part of the lessons that I've basically caught from this entire thing, is about Cardi B's line. I don't cook, I don't clean, but I still get the ring because of that whop, whop, whop. Basically, I don't know where that mentality came from. I don't know, put it in a lot of women's head that if they are able to provide a lot of pleasure between the sheets, that a man's gonna stay with them, or they don't have to do certain things because they're coming in with that whop or with that whop. That mentality is childish to me. That mentality is so high school. If you're really a real woman, you already know that you can't keep a man because of your whop. Let's just plain it simple. I don't know. This is so ridiculous. I don't believe that 2020 we're still having that conversation. The same WAP that you have, a girl next door might have that WAP. You know what I mean? The girl next door might have that WAP. She's still highly educated, and on top of it, she cooks, she cleans. So at the end of the day, just like the expression says, I don't just want a woman, I want a woman with a brain. Which means there's a lot of things that comes to mind when it comes to a relationship. No relationship is going to be perfect. At the end of the day, you're going to find things that are not exactly what you expect from the person. But at the same time, for you to give the idea of the WAP is the only way to keep him in, by you saying things like that, and there's a younger generation watching, they're going to automatically think, so this is the only thing I have to do for me to keep him in? And by them finding out this is not the only thing you have to do to keep him in, they're gonna also realize, oh yeah, this is not true, or whatever the situation is, and they're gonna get into that mental baggage to think that every man are the same. Regardless of what it is, a WAP does not keep a man. Let me just say it. A WAP does not keep a man, okay? Regardless of what it is, WAP does not keep a man. Big booty does not keep a man. If it was the case, every strippers, no disrespect to the strippers, no disrespect to the strippers, you have a job to do, this is you do whatever you want with it. Every strippers would have been married and living their lives happily ever after. Every woman with big booty, or any woman who provide that WAP, could have been in a relationship and living their lives happily ever after. This is not the case. WAP does not keep a man. GWAP does not keep a man. There's a lot of things that comes to mind when it comes to a relationship. You have to understand that. I hope that this lesson was received. I hope that you guys understand the message that was just given. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. We'd like to thank each and every one of you guys who've been with us from the get-go. We appreciate the love, we appreciate the support, we appreciate all the comments on each post. And for those of you that are just coming in, we welcome you to the channel. Feel free to look around, and don't forget to leave us a subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we have so much more to show you. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.